The fire that melts the butter is the same fire that hardens the steel. This ancient wisdom reveals a profound truth about the human condition. When life applies pressure, when the heat of adversity rises, what happens to you? Do you soften, lose your form, and melt into a puddle of self-pity? Or do you become harder, sharper, and more resilient? Most men believe that a good life is a life without pain. They spend their days trying to avoid discomfort, dodging conflict, and seeking the path of least resistance. But this avoidance is a trap. It leaves you weak, untested, and fragile. The warrior does not pray for an easy life. He prays for the strength to endure a difficult one. He understands that pain is not an error in the system. Pain is the forge. Imagine a man born into the lowest possible station in life. He is a slave in the heart of the Roman Empire. His name is Epictetus. His body is owned by another man, a cruel and capricious master. Epictetus has no wealth, no political power, and no physical freedom. One day, in a fit of rage, his master takes hold of Epictetus's leg and begins to twist it. The pain is excruciating. The bone is under immense strain. Most men would scream, beg, or curse. They would be consumed by the fear of injury and the injustice of their situation. But Epictetus looks at his master with a calm, steady gaze. He says, simply and quietly, "If you continue, you will break it." The master, enraged by this lack of fear, twists harder. The bone snaps. Epictetus does not cry out. He does not fall into despair. He simply looks down at his broken limb and says, "I told you that you would break it." He lived the rest of his life with a limp, a permanent physical reminder of that moment. But he did not live as a victim. He became one of the most influential philosophers in history, a teacher to emperors and generals. He understood something that his master never would. You can break a man's leg, but you cannot break his will unless he allows it. His master owned his body, but Epictetus owned his mind. The lesson here is not about enduring abuse for the sake of it. It is about the fundamental distinction between pain and suffering. Pain is inevitable. It is a biological signal. It is the nervous system telling you that tissue is damaged, that a relationship has ended, or that a failure has occurred. Pain is information. Suffering, however, is a choice. Suffering is the story you tell yourself about the pain. It is the voice that says, "This shouldn't be happening to me. I am a victim," or "I am broken forever." Epictetus felt the pain of the broken leg, but he refused the suffering of the victim mindset. He accepted the event as a fact of nature, dealt with the consequences, and moved forward without bitterness. When you face hardship, you must learn to separate the event from your judgment of the event. The event is neutral. The judgment is what hurts you. You lose your job. That is the event. The pain is the financial uncertainty. The suffering comes when you tell yourself, "I am a failure," or "I will never recover from this." The warrior looks at the lost job and sees a fact. He feels the fear, acknowledges it as a signal to take action, and then begins to plan his next move. He does not waste energy on the narrative of unfairness. He does not bleed his spirit dry with, "Why me?" He asks, "What now?" This brings us to the warrior protocol. How do you apply this Stoic hardness to your own life? It begins with a radical reframing of your vocabulary. The words you use to describe your experience shape your reality. When you are sick or injured, do not say, "I am hurt," or "I am suffering." Say, "My body is repairing itself." This shifts the focus from the damage to the healing process. It reminds you that your body is a resilient machine designed to recover. When you are going through a difficult breakup or a professional failure, do not say, "I am devastated." Say, "I am being tested," or "I am gathering data for my next attempt." This is not about suppressing emotion. It is about refusing to let the emotion dictate your identity. You are not the pain. You are the one observing the pain. The second part of the protocol is the view from above. When you are drowning in your own problems, you lose perspective. The pain feels infinite because it is all you can see. To regain control, you must mentally zoom out. Close your eyes and imagine lifting out of your body. See yourself sitting in the room. See the building you are in. Rise higher. See the city, the country, the continent. See the earth as a small blue marble floating in the vast, silent darkness of space. From this vantage point, look down at your problem. The broken leg, the lost money, the harsh words. How big are they, really? In the grand scheme of time and the universe, your struggle is a microscopic blip. This does not mean your pain doesn't matter. It means it is manageable. It is finite. It will pass, just as storms pass over the surface of the earth. There is a myth that to be stoic is to be unfeeling, a stone man with no heart. This is a lie, told by those who confuse weakness with sensitivity. The Stoic feels deeply. He loves, he grieves, he laughs. But he does not let these emotions enslave him. He is the captain of his ship, not a passenger tossed about by the waves. He knows that fear is a reaction, but courage is a decision. He knows that anger is a spark, but discipline is the fire that warms the house. True strength is not the absence of emotion, it is the mastery of it. It is the ability to feel the full weight of a tragedy and still stand upright, still do your duty, still be a man that others can rely on. We live in a world that profits from your fragility. Advertisers, politicians, and media outlets want you to feel offended, victimized, and weak. They want you to believe that every discomfort is a trauma that requires external validation and soothing. They want you to be the butter that melts in the fire. Reject this. Choose to be the steel. When the world tries to break you, use the pressure to forge a stronger version of yourself. Let the heat burn away your impurities, your arrogance, your entitlement, your fear. Your scars are not signs of damage. They are proof of survival. They are the map of the battles you have won. A man without scars is a man who has never stood for anything, never fought for anything, never risked anything. Do not hide your wounds. Wear them with a quiet pride. They are the evidence that life tried to crush you and you refused to break. The only question that remains is this: when the fire comes next time, will you melt or will you harden? Will you be the victim of your history or the master of your fate? The choice is made in the silence of your own mind every single day.